We have a special designing dining featurette. We had one recently, super popular, that's still to come in the show, but right now we're going to talk to you about Beatrice Bakery. This is the fruitcake that my dad now asks from me every single year. My dad grew up, he has a strong affinity for fruitcake, and I know a lot of folks out there say, fruitcake, no thanks. This is different. This is tender, it's delicious, it's a family recipe, it's from Beatrice, Nebraska. It's never bitter, always sweet, and it serves a lot of people. This is bourbon and dark rum and pecans and cherries and raisins and pineapple and so much more. But I only have 1,700 remaining for the season. It is on 5 easy payments of $8 and change, and Marie-Louise Ludwig is joining us live from her very busy kitchen to talk to us all about it. Marie-Louise, I see you peeking through the fruitcake. What a popular gift, and it's always so good to see you. How are you?
I am doing great, getting ready for the holidays and loving this fruitcake. Thank you to everyone, our QVC family, for taking a chance. Falling in love with fruitcake, because look at this, as delicious as it is beautiful, Mary, we are going to go to the heartland of America, to Beatrice, Nebraska, since 1917. But certainly this recipe for this cake, a grandmother's recipe, dates back generations before that. What makes this so special? And what I tell all of the naysayers who are still saying fruitcake, first of all, why don't you like fruitcake? Most of the people say, well, I've never really tried fruitcake. And if they have, it's because it's bitter. Well, this has no citron in it, no orange or lemon peel. So I say, okay, follow me here. Do you like candied Michigan cherries?
Yes.
Check. Do you like candied pineapple?
Yes, I do.
Check. Do you like plump golden and those traditional brown raisins?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
check. Do you like English walnut?
I do.
Georgia pecans? Whole almonds? Yes, okay. And if we haven't got you yet, how about if Beatrice is one of just a handful of companies that still makes it grandma's traditional old-fashioned way? And that includes bourbon, premium dark rum, and 84 proof brandy blended into their cake batters, which are 67% fruit. How about that?
Wow.
And not little bits and pieces of fruit, whole pieces of fruit, whole fresh nuts. So here's what we need for you to know. And here's why we're always on a timeline, Mary. Because once these delicious cakes have been put into their pan, and then they are hand topped and hand decorated by our crafted bakers who pick and sort through all of those nuts to make sure that top of your cake looks absolutely delicious, slow baked in small batches. When it's done, it's cooled, it is wrapped, and then it goes into refrigeration for 6 weeks. Now, like fine wine, although wine takes a lot longer than that, it takes time for all of these flavors to meld together. The bourbon, rum, and brandy is going to burn off in the baking process, but you still get a waft of that. And the flavors that mix with those cherries and raisins, and look at that cake. Look at those close-ups on that cake. Can you believe that?
There's a new adventure in every bite.
Wow.
I mean, it's like a different cake in every single bite because there's so much going on. It's amazing. I've never seen more versatility in a dessert or in a snack. And I mean, we were talking about this before, and I know we have in the past. This serves a lot of people. I mean, a little slice here goes a long way. And with a cup of tea, a little cup of coffee, I mean, you could even brown it up in a pan if you want. Look, I had to put my leg up and make my foot dance because it just makes me think of my dad and makes me think of the holidays. But it's such a versatile treat. I've seen people putting fruitcake on charcuterie boards too.
Yeah, so many ways to use it, but I've cut it up in pieces right here. And look, this is my personal piece right here because I happen to love those cherries. You know what? Speaking of family, you know what the cherries remind me of, Mary?
What?
My little grandmother, Marie, loved Manhattans.
Aww.
And from the time I was very little, I can remember that she would drink her Manhattan and I would kind of lurk around and stalk her until that cherry was left on the bottom of the glass. And then I'd, take it out and eat it. And it always had just an essence of that liquor in it. But that's really what that cake is all about. But I say, make this the centerpiece or one of the focal points of your holiday table. Look at this.
Oh.
Then after everybody, look at Santa. Santa's peeking through.
That's really cute.
Santa, hey Santa. Santa's peeking through the middle right there. And then what I like to say about this is one of those things, especially in a year when so many of us are trying to get back together. It's like a family gatherer because you gather around like we did. Somebody cuts slices, everybody takes a little piece. Maybe you have a little jigger of brandy to go with it, and you kind of pick it, and then you reminisce and you tell stories and you scream and you laugh and you get mad at each other and you forgive each other, because that's what the holidays is all about. But this experience, when this arrives to you, so if you're going to gift it, it's in a beautiful box.
Oh, it's pretty.
And it has the story on the back. So it really is a complete gift come together, arrives to you fresh, 9 months in the pantry, 1 year open in the refrigerator. It will go in the freezer for about a year as well. But the experience of fruitcake comes in layers. You see the first experience right here. When you look inside the package, you can see all of those delicious fruits and nuts that hand decorate the top of it.
Beautiful.
Then you open it up and you take it out of the wrapper and you get that first sense of, oh my goodness, it smells so good. And you start cutting to pieces and eating them, and you realize you've got sweet and chewy and crunchy and a little bit crispy on some of those nuts in there, and all the layers of bourbon, rum, and brandy. It's like a fruitcake experience. It'll become a part of your family tradition if it isn't already.
Beautiful.
Santa approved. Look at him.
And it looks like
he cannot stay
I
out
love
of
that
the
he's
shot.
speaking. That's adorable. And I love too that it really becomes that holiday wreath on your table of dessert. I mean, it's just it's
very much
so good. You have to get this home. It is the one my dad requests every year. And Jonathan, you said how many left? About fewer than 1,600 remaining now. Our final quantities of the season are in stock now. Please don't wait on this one. It is going to fly off of our shelves. It is 5 easy payments of $8.98. I'm glad I have my dad's headed to him. Marie Louise, thank you for being here today. It's so good to see you.
It's so good
you'll be
to
back
see
at
you
3 too. That's
I'll
right.
be back.
Yay! Thank you so much. We will see you there, M76472. Right now, we're going to dive right into the world of Versa. And this has such a cool invention story, and we'll dive into that with Jeremy.